And we are live. Are we live? Are we live? Let me see if we're live. Are we live? Vocals. 1 2 1 2 1 2. Let me see. Yes, sound check. We are live, guys. Welcome, 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 people. Welcome, people. It is 2 p.m. 2 p.m. kickoff. We are literally 30 seconds. No, I lie. We're 2 minutes from kickoff, people. And as you know, the only change to the game is Amad Diallo has is not playing. Amad Diallo's on the bench for Benjamin Sesko. It seems as if Sesko is going to play up front and Brian and Bumo will be on the right hand side today. So that's the only change from the Everton game, people. Brian and Bumo on the right hand side for Ahmad. A change that many of you in the chat called for, including myself. It didn't, for me, it didn't have to be Ahmad. It could have been Bumo. I want to understand what type of football he wants to play because Brian and Bumo and Ahmad are two different players, and I know a lot of some people are talking about Ahmad. I will say this about Ahmad. I believe with what I've seen with my eyes that the general level of performance from Ahmad, as in what he's doing game in, game out, his performance level, is is the same as Burnham. He's been as consistent or inconsistent as Brandon Bumo, as Cunha, as any of the attackers. We played out of the 6 games, we had 2 really good games against City and Arsenal. Then we had 2 average games against Fulham and Spurs, and then the last 2 games have been, let's be honest, the front four has been poor, and he hasn't stuck out to me. The only difference between Amad Diallo and Brandon Bumo and Cunha's performance is the GA. Brandon Boomer hasn't performed that well, but he's still scored goals, whereas Ahmad hasn't scored goals. That's the only difference. I think the performance levels have been the same. That's why I said you could have dropped Ahmad or Brandon Bumo. But Carrick has gone with Brandon Bumo. It will be very interesting to see what happens because out of the two, Brandon Bumo is the one with the who's quicker, slightly quicker, and he's probably more direct, maybe, Brandon Bumo. Whereas Ahmad is slicker on the ball. He's better in tight spaces. Ahmad's got better control. Um, and Ahmad's also better at keeping the ball. So, yeah, guys. So, they're different players, Mbumo and Ahmad. So, let's see what we look like. Oh, Song Larson was in a lot of space there. All right, guys, 1 minute on the clock. Just over a minute gone. Do you know what, guys? Crystal Palace is a team that we've usually, especially over the last few years, not had good, not had a good amount of joy against. I wouldn't say they're a bogey team, but this is the kind of team, people, that we will usually struggle against. A team who's mid-table, um, a team that is hungry, a team that's gonna fight for every ball. This is the kind of fixture that we would usually draw. But Crystal Palace are not in a good place right now, people. They're not in the best place. Glasner's not really feeling himself. He's not in a good place with regards to his board, you know, and the sort of general mood of the football club is just not the best right now. So I feel like This is one of those games against Crystal Palace, actually, that rather than it being a 1-1 or 2-1, I'm actually looking for the guys to go out there and give Crystal Palace a good scene to. I'm actually expecting a 3-0. I really am. Ooh, ooh. He tried to do a scorpion kick right there. So yeah, like Crystal Palace are not in a good place right now. They're not in a good place. They started the season well. Everyone was talking about Glasner coming in for the United job, and now all that talk has gone quiet. People, all the Glasner. Would you guys still take Glasner at United? Because one of the things that I'm thinking about, or I think about, is the fact that I feel like a lot of United fans, we might be. Some of us are overlooking Carrick. Some of us are. Oh, good, great goal, great goal. 1-0 Crystal Palace. I feel like, do you know what this is? Yeah, this was coming, guys. This was coming. We have and I said good on stream when he went in. I feel like we need to kick up the arse. And also this goal, man. I'm looking at this goal and I'm thinking the goalkeeper could have died for this. The goalkeeper could have dived for this, couldn't he? Ah, the goalkeeper there, man. What a start. Let me see this again. I mean, he could have dived. It doesn't mean he would have saved it, but it was a good header, though, guys. It was a really, really good header, right in the corner. Proper arched his back. This is what happens. This is what happens, guys. I listen. I'm not one of those guys who are saying give Carrick the job straight away. And the match is still young, guys. But to be 1-0 down already, we haven't started well. We haven't. Crystal Palace have started the game better, and the danger of Michael Carrick playing counter-attacking players, playing the likes of Mbumo, rather than playing players who can hold the ball. And I don't know. Look at the way Crystal Palace are playing. They've started well. We're the home team. We are the home team. 5 minutes and we haven't put the ball down to play any football. And the sad thing is, I don't want to see kick and run counter-attacking football for the rest of the season from Carrick. I don't really want to see that kind of football. Nero to Maguire. Well done, Casemiro. Open up the pitch, but we need someone on the left wing to stretch the game. That's the thing about Ahmad, man. Ahmad he's a winger, bro, and he holds the width. People don't understand football. People just want to be like, Ahmad hasn't scored, so let's replace Ahmad. No, football is about balance, guys. Sometimes a guy who hasn't scored is still providing you with balance. Sometimes a guy who hasn't scored a goal, who holds the width, creates space for others. We'll see, because we'll see anyway. What a goal. At home as well. We got packed, bro. And the thing is, I'm already saying things like, "Oh, we should be packing these guys." Yeah, man. Yeah, Brian Boomer's not gonna. Huh? That was a very weird header. Look at this. So much space. It's poor. Our pressing's so bad today. Yeah, this is not good. We're not going to win this game, guys. I think we need to lose a game, because there's too much. I hear too much people in the chat talking like we're the best team in the world all of a sudden, and how we should look for any other managers and we should give Michael Carrick the job straight away. I see too many people trying to do the whole Ole Gunnar Solskjaer mistake all over again. I'm always like, listen, enjoy what is happening right now. And it doesn't mean you can't enjoy what's happening right now, but also know what you're seeing. Yeah. And hopefully this will show people why Sesko doesn't start. We just don't have the same intensity without that front three. If this don't look right without Ahmad at all. Look how Crystal Palace are playing ball. Look at this. Look at how they're just bopping us off the fucking park at Old Trafford. We're pathetic, bruv. We're at home. We're at home, guys. And look how we're playing football. I'm sorry, this is not good enough. The last 3 games, Carrick and this team has been poor. It's been really poor. And we've been like, yeah, we've won. If we would have said, 2 days ago that, we were gonna win and blah blah blah. Listen, that's all good, but let's not pretend, yeah, that this wasn't coming. This is the problem when you're just looking at results. When you do eventually lose, you're gonna be surprised. And I'm not surprised because we've needed a beating. We've been crap for 2 or 3 games now. Really crap. With 10 minutes gone, and it's the first time, guys, we've managed to play any kind of football. It's the first time we've managed to put 5 passes together, and it's 10 minutes. Yeah, we're not good, guys. We're not good. Yeah, we're not a good footballing team. We counter-attacked our way past Man City and Arsenal, and now that we've been forced to play football last in the 4 games afterwards, we died. Big up Bruno on the sofa, my guy. We need to do some shows together. I've been trying to hold up my guy still. Maybe in another universe, say. This is so poor, man. Totally being dominated. What's sad about this? What's sad about the way the Pirates are playing? Yeah, is that they're finding the spaces. Yeah, they're fizzing the ball into their tens and into their midfield so easily, bro. Like we're not even getting anywhere close to them, and when we have the ball, they're hunting us down. The general level of intensity when we don't have the ball is pathetic, bro. Look, look at how they're passing the ball. Just bopping us off the park, bro. I'm so annoyed at this performance, bro. So annoyed, man. Our passing is so bad. And I'm not gonna lie, Carrick out. I'm Carrick out. I'll tell you why I'm Carrick out, yeah? Because I don't think Carrick understands what, like, he talks like he knows what he needs to do. But against low blocks here, when he needs to keep the ball, when you need to probe and all these things, he's playing counter-attacking players. Against low blocks, he's playing Conyers and Mbumos and all these counter-attacking players. Bro, this is not the game to not play Ahmad against low blocks. This is the game to... He's just... When he's supposed to play Sesko, he doesn't play him. And when he's not supposed to play Sesko, he plays him. Yeah, man, get Carrick out, man. And there goes Bruno doing his whole, I'm going to run out of position right now. Why does Cunha always got to fall over when he runs? Why can't you just run like a man, a grown-ass man, and stay on his feet? He's like a baby. Bro, have balance, bro. Have balance. You always got to fall over, bro. Yeah, this is dead, guys. I ain't watching this. I'm not watching the second half of this game. I feel like we're gonna go back. We're going back into Man United torture now. We're going back into the whole. We started well with Carrick, but now there's no. I'll tell you what it is about our football now under Michael Carrick, which is good and bad, guys. It's all. It's still off the cuff. It's still all off the cuff. There's still no patterns. There's no okay. We got the ball here. We need to do this. There's no patterns. It's all just random stuff that's happening on the pitch, which is good because unpredictability is good. But at the same time, it means the players are finding it hard to play to retain the ball because there's no system. There is a system, but there's no repetitive pattern the way that Arsenal or Man City would do. This is where we're not good. Brandon Bumo's been quiet as Ahmad had. Ahmad was quiet on the right wing. I think it's the right wing. That side. It's that side here that our number 10, Bruno. Bruno's never on the right hand side to help out. I feel like that's another reason. On the left hand side, it's Bruno wanders over to the left hand side to join in the attack. But he's our 10. He's supposed to go over to the right and the left hand side. But he usually wanders over to the left hand side, to Cunha's side. Because Cunha's always coming in field, leaving gaps. Yeah, guys. We haven't started well. We're not playing well. And despite the fact that I thought we're gonna, because Crystal Palace are not in a good place. They're not. So we should be able to take the game to them. But I don't know. We're so poor right now, guys. It's just all 5 touches. Every player's taking 5 touches on the ball. Niche fan, big up Niche fan. As usual, I appreciate your opinion, Niche fan. All I'm saying is that your opinion that you want your football club to lose is a very strange opinion. And it's not, most people don't agree. And it's alienating people from the chat as well. Because you're coming with very strong, like, yes, we should lose and stuff, energy. And that sort of energy that you come in the chat with is very, very negative and very strong, bro. I'm just letting you know, Niche fan, it's a very, like, coming in, bam, good, we're losing, get a racist out. Listen, he's a racist and I don't like the guy. But we were a football club before he came. Like, 2 years before he came, we were Manchester United. We're not, like, he doesn't dictate who Manchester United are. This stupid guy, you know what I'm saying? We will be a football club before him. I mean, we were a football club before him, and we will continue after him. That's all I have to say. But big up, everyone's entitled to their opinion on this chat. Just like, if you don't want us to lose and you want us to win, be vocal about that. Say you disagree with Niche fan. Because I don't want us to lose. I want us to win. I don't sit here as a Manchester United fan, a fan of these players, a fan of the club, and say, oh, come on, I want us to lose. That is crazy to me. Because I know that's not going to work. Losing is not going to get him out. Because these players are not going to lose on purpose. Oh my gosh, here we go. But your wish may come true, Niche fan, because we are losing. And this football that we're playing right now is some diabolical stuff. It is so easy for Crystal Palace to play through us. This is the worst performance of the season by far. And this is coming. This has been coming. This performance. I just feel like, Niche fan, we're winning games now. We're top 3. Everyone's positive. Everyone's feeling good. The club's feeling good. The club's on the up. And you've just the last few weeks, you've just come in with, I want us to lose. It's like the time when we're actually doing well, Niche fan. The time when things are looking positive is a time where you're now the most angry, and you want the club to suffer because Jim is racist. So I'm like, I don't no, no. Let him be racist and let him F off. Because Manchester United were here before he was. And Manchester United will be here long after he's dead or he's gone. So I don't know. I don't know. Luke Shaw, that's just one way to cope with it. That's one way to look at it. But, these questions are, what is Man United? If the owner has a certain view, is the football club the same as the owner? What's Luke Shaw? Is that a tape he's got around his knees? What is that? It looks like he's wearing stockings or something. What is that? What's that thing around Luke Shaw's leg? All right, Luke Shaw's going off. Listen, Luke Shaw lasted 75% of the season. I don't remember Luke Shaw getting injured this season. Maybe he had like a slight knock earlier on this season. He might have missed a few games. I don't know. But from my understanding, Luke Shaw's played most of the games this season. So this has been a very interesting season. Look at this from Crystal Palace. Just playing ball, one touch football, just bopping it. And the problem I have also is, guys, apart from the one or two counter-attacking moments and just defending for our lives against Crystal Palace, against City and Arsenal, when we have the ball and when we have the majority of possession, we don't play good football with it. Look how Crystal Palace have had most of the ball, yeah? And they're just bopping it. One-touch football and all these things. We can't play that kind of football because Carrick is not playing the players. Carrick is playing a counter-attacking team at home. Oh, Dallow's touch there was crazy. And also I feel like everyone's reverting back to type. Dallow's doing Dallow stuff. Everyone's trying to rewrite Maguire's story, trying to make it out that Maguire's a good defender now. And that was so poor from Bruno. Yeah, guys, I don't know about watching the second half of this. This is just rubbish football. This is one thing about me, guys. I'm a Man United fan, and I'll watch United, but I'm not putting myself through this on YouTube. Oh, that's annoying. This is why, yeah, you don't make decisions about who the manager is until the end of the season. Because at the end of the day, what we're seeing right now is Glasner spanking Michael Carrick. Glasner is showing Michael Carrick that, listen, I'm better than you as a coach. Carrick is being humbled right now. Properly humbled. We've been absolutely outclassed today. by a much better manager and a much better coach. This is so poor. I don't think, guys, we've had one chance. I don't think we've created one single opportunity at Old Trafford in half an hour. Not one. Not once have I said, "Oh, we're in here," or anything. Not once has his team made me think that they could score a goal in this game. Not once have we been in Crystal Palace's box, penalty box, this whole half an hour. Not once have we looked like we could score a goal. Mainly's long passing is not the greatest. That's nice, Cass. We're camped in Crystal Palace's box now. Let's see if we can probe. Let's see if we can probe. I call it probing when you keep the ball like City do, and you just try to find an opening. Yeah, when you just keep the ball and you don't force it. You don't try to force it. You just keep it and keep you know moving, finding space until until the opportunity arrives. We can't do that very well. We still force it. We still have players like Bruno, for instance, that will try to go for a killer ball, try to do that pass even when it's not on. This is better from United. This is better. That's better football from United right there. Listen, play good football. I'm happy. Play shit football. I'm not happy. I'm just somebody that reacts to what I'm seeing, guys. That's it. That was a good passage of play right there. We kept the ball. We didn't rush it. And now we got a corner. Let's see what we can do with this set piece. Oh, Saar. I'm not gonna lie. I think the goalkeeper had that, Saar. Saar almost scored an own goal there. Yeah, I don't know. That might be going wide. All right, another corner. Let's go. Casemiro, you're gonna be missed from set pieces, my guy. That's everyone always got these holes in their socks, man. Bruno went down like he got shot, as usual. Yeah, man. Henderson had that covered, bro. If anything, Saar could have easily scored an own goal there. Ooh, headed down from by Mbumo. 32 minutes on the clock, and we've just started playing some football. Just give it to Shaw or Mazraoui. I'm so happy Mazraoui's playing instead of Shaw. He's so much better than him. Mazraoui's best fullback we have in our squad, and he's on the bench. That's why I'm Carrick out. The more I think about it, the more I'm like, what's wrong with Michael Carrick? Because you know when you're winning, you let things slide, and you're like, do you know what? We're winning. He's not starting Seska. We're winning. He's playing Dallo all the time. You know, he's playing all these players. Like it's fine. But now that we're not winning, it's like, why is that's not good, Mazraoui? Why hasn't Mazraoui not played more minutes? This is a game for Amad Diallo, bro. This is a game for Amad to face up his wing back, and just terrorize him. Oh, Tottenham are losing 2. What a goal! Tottenham are losing 2-0. Flipping heck. Guys, what's going on with Tottenham? 2-0. Ah, speaking of Dallo gets it carded for his challenge. Old Trafford. We're at Old Trafford at home, and we look like the away team. Pathetic performance. Another one, 3 in a row. And people want to give Michael Carrick the job, you know. People like Rants and Bants want to give Michael Carrick the job after seeing this crap for 3 games straight. Some of these dumb YouTubers, you know. Mazraoui's like, what's Cunha doing? I guess it's also sometimes hard to understand what you're. Bro, that's Mazraoui's shot, bro. What's Cunha doing, man? Cunha's so rubbish, bro. Cunha, why are you taking the same position? That's what I'm saying. Like, there's 2 players in the exact same position. One of them could have been somewhere else, taking up another position, dragging a defender. So, like, brain dead footballers, bro. Just a bunch of individuals right now. And being an individual has helped us. It helped us beat City. It helped us, you know, beat Arsenal. But we need to be a team right now and not be selfish. Oh my lord. Bruno. Sesko's header. The problem with Sesko, yeah, is that he's tall, but he's not good at headers. I've always said, yeah, people want to push this. He's tall and he's got a long leap, yeah, so he must be good at headers. He's not that good at headers. In fact, Xerxes, who's got not, who doesn't have as leap as him, is better at heading the ball than he is. But people don't want to have that conversation. Oh, Dallo, bro. Dallo's so rubbish. Why doesn't he want to just pass and move? That's nice, Palace. I mean, I don't. Big up Punch Manuel 1685. I agree with you with the Dallo Mazraoui thing, but I don't agree with you with the Heaven Lenny Euro thing. Like Lenny Euro is ahead of Heaven in his development. He is, bro. Like he was playing before Heaven. He's older than Heaven. He's played more games than Heaven. This thing that Heaven and Lenny Hero are almost like very similar. So whether he's playing one or the other, it's not a thing, guy. It's not a thing. Unless in your mind, bro, Punch Manuala, unless in your mind you think Heaven's all the way up here and Lenny Euro's down there, and you think there's a big difference between the two players, and therefore you're like, why has he picked one? Bro, Lenny Euro was our best player in a season ago. He's 19 years old, an absolutely amazing defender. The fact that he's picked Lenny Euro over Heaven is a good thing, because Lenny Euro's better than Heaven. And then let's say he's not better than Heaven. Like I said, it's close, right? Heaven and Lenny Euro are very close in my opinion. Whereas Dallo and Mazraoui, I don't think is that close. That's not the reason why we're playing rubbish, by the way. Well, I think you're also asking the wrong questions, my guy. The question isn't about the defense. It's about who he's chosen in the attack. We haven't played well. Our attack here has been bad, guys, for the past 3 games. For the past 3 games, we've looked disjointed. Our attack has been woeful. It's been woeful. And today's no difference. Today's no different. Our attack is poor. It's not together. We play good under pressure against Arsenal, against City, under pressure, counter-attacking football. Cool. But when we're asked to actually play football, oh, unlucky. Good save, goalkeeper. When we're asked to be on the front foot and actually dominate teams, we just don't look good. And also, one thing is clear is that our level of intensity. This is why Sesko wasn't being played. When we play with Benjamin Sesko, the front three, the level of intensity in terms of the press and all these things, it's not there. And that's one thing we sacrifice when we don't have Ahmad. Ahmad's a pressing freak. That is such a silly free kick to give away, bro. That pass from Bruno, even though it was through the legs, it was rubbish, bro. It wasn't going to any United player. There we go. Free kick to United. Bruno Fernandes over the free kick on our left hand side. Oh my lord. You gotta get that on target, man. You watch Cass. I expect better from you. You're watching that ball for so long. Get yourself in a position, Cass. It's a bit too high for him. Cass, unlucky. That's gonna be our best bet. We're not a footballing team. We're not gonna be able to break Newcastle. I mean, Crystal Palace down. It's probably gonna be set pieces. All right, Mazraoui on the ball. 43 minutes on the clock. There's a few minutes left. Has to stop. Brian Mbeumo miscontrols the ball as usual. Yeah. The problem I have here is Brian Mbeumo should not be getting picked here. There's no universe, in my opinion, that Brian Mbeumo gets picked on the right hand side ahead of Amad Diallo. There's no universe. And as much as you guys try to push it, I kept saying, listen, Amad, you can't take Amad out of this team. The balance he provides this team, even when he's not scoring, because his job isn't to score goals. Yeah, the strikers are. You can't replace it. Look at Cunha. Well done, Cunha. And now look, he wanted to take the a quick throw in. Oh my lord, this is so bad. I don't know how we do this, guys. This Man United supporting thing. Let's go, Crystal Palace. Score another goal. If Crystal Palace score another goal, I'm not doing a second half watching on, guys. I'm just not doing it. There's no way. Do you know also about these players? There's no one that's like intelligent. That's like, okay, Crystal Palace are playing this way. This is what they're doing. Let's do something different. Let's try to do something different to try to unlock. That's not happening at all. Mm. Michael Carrick needs to make a change, but I know Michael Carrick. He's not going to. This is why I'm already Michael Carrick out. We can't give this guy the job, bro. I can't stand managers who don't like to keep the ball, and that's so many managers now. They don't care about keeping the ball, and they have players with profiles who are really good at keeping the ball. There's no counter attacking here. We're not doing it, and we're not doing it well. So you got start Ahmad, bro. Never ever not start Ahmad again. Look at his stupid haircut. Look, The Crystal Palace owner with a little 5-year-old boy's haircut. Look, where's Casemiro to help? There's no one. You heard go 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 go. You heard Glasnow's like go 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 go. Look how badly look how slow we are playing football. Yeah, this is bad, people. Sesko hasn't been anywhere. Guys, the worst performance of the season by far, by a mile. I need to. Tell you is, I need to stop waking up. Yeah, because I like my long lanes in it, especially on a Sunday. I'm a really bad sleeper. I don't sleep a lot, so I like my long lanes on a Sunday. I need to stop waking up early Sunday afternoon to watch Manchester United play football. It's not worth it. And if this is how we're gonna play on the Michael Carrick, then I might as well just wait for the result to come out. Well, on another news, that's probably more interesting. America are doing their usual crap, killing loads of people. They've killed the Iranian leader. Apparently, they could do what they want. They just bomb other countries, bomb other governments, do their coups, dethrone that government, put in their own puppet leader, as they always do, that will give them free oil, free this and free that, cheap resources as they want, and that's it. They get to do whatever they want and police the world the way they want. Absolutely abysmal stuff that's happening in the world right now. I don't care what the fuck any of you lot think about that, because if you agree with that shit, then you might as well fuck right off my channel. That is some crazy shit. Like who decides who has nuclear weapons and who doesn't? Who sets the? Why is one country just you know what it is, right, about politics and geopolitics? It's that playground stuff. It's all it is one big bully in the school that everyone has to fear. Everyone has to tiptoe around because they've got the biggest weapon, the biggest this, the biggest that, the most amount of this. So you just have to abide by their rules and play by their game. Otherwise, they come in and they bomb you and they kill you and they terrorize you. And not only that, they walk around like they're the good guys. The propaganda in the market, where all the Top Gun movies and all the American movies, American propaganda, yeah, we come to save you. We come, bro. Bro, football's so boring. It's got me talking about politics on my fucking football channel. What the Western world does to my home, to Africa, to South, to the Southern world, to the Muslim world, what white supremacy does to all of us, it's a sickness, it's a disease. It's crazy. For the past 1,000 years, they've just killed black and brown people. They kept murdering us and taking our land. For 1,000 years, they've been doing this to us. The greatest country in the world. Big up Kind FC. Bro, Kind FC, I'm done, bro. I'm not, my head's gone today. I don't know why, bro. My head today is absolutely gone. I'll be real with the chat. Let me be real with my chat. Today, you might not get any coherent analysis today. I'll be honest. You know when you know that your head is just not, I'm still not good. You're not in a good mood, bro. My head's hot, bro. Like, what I'm seeing is crap. It's BS from the players. At home at Old Trafford. No intensity in our press, nothing. Palace were bopping us off the park in the first half. We were nowhere close. Like, how, bro, Kind of see what America are doing is insane. They're literally wiping out a whole community. I can't even say that word on YouTube. Listen, my channel, yeah, is already shadow banned. I reckon my channel was shadow banned already. I say too much shit. But they're genuine, yeah. A whole group of people from their land right under our noses, and nobody cares about it. They're pumping their propaganda. They keep going around all these Muslim countries, killing all these Muslims. And this is what Christians do, by the way. This is what Christians do. Christians, because we know about the Christian Crusades and all these things. Christians, and Hitler was a Christian. All of these evil guys that were killing loads of, they were all Christians. They all did it in the name of God. The church played a heavy role in slavery. So all Christians have done for the past 1,000 years is just kill people and spread Christianity through death and murder. They went to Africa. These white Christians went to Africa, murdered and killed us, forced us to change our religion to Christianity, took us as slaves, took us away from our land, fed us a slave Bible, forced black people to give up their own gods, who we worshipped, our own way of life in Africa, to worship a white Jesus. Most Africans now are Christian because of colonization. Giving up their own culture, have to give up to assimilate. And it's all a prison, bro. Because Christianity is white supremacy. That's all it is. That's all it is. That's all Christianity is. White Jesus, slavery. In the Bible, God condones slavery. They use the Bible to justify why they enslaved the Africans. That's what they used. They used so many passages in the Bible to justify their cruelty. These billionaires are there out there eating children, are wedding children, these fuckers, and at the same time bombing countries. These same billionaires that are standing up on podiums talking about bombing other countries because this country is not behaving itself are there eating fetuses and are wedding children behind closed doors while saying and protecting PDFs, protecting PDF files by not releasing certain things, while at the same time standing on podiums saying that other countries and other countries' leaders are not doing things the right way and they're not negotiating with me. And because they're not negotiating with me, I need to bomb their country to smithereens and kill them. What are we doing, bro? What are we doing? And then we dive our heads in football because the world is too complicated. The world is too angry. The world is too confusing. The world is too scary. The world is crazy. So most of us, yeah, we watch football. We come here to watch Man United play football because of everything I've said. Because of everything I've said and how fucked up everything is in life. We watch football and we dive into it because it's nicer, it's safer. There's no politics involved in football. It's just sport. It's a way to express our emotions as men and come together and socialize as well and build community and all of these things because we love football. And it's a way to block out. It's a way to block out all of the crap I've just said. Once you understand how money works, people, how money works, how America, how oil, all the oil is how everyone has to have dollars as a reserve currency because the dollar is the world currency. How oil is denoted in dollars. So you have to convert your whatever you have to convert into dollars to buy oil around the world. Especially in Arabic countries. The price of oil is in dollars. Why? Who owns the when you go to pay for anything, people? When you go to pay for anything, who owns the payment system? That that MasterCard payment system that we all use around the world, who owns that system? Who owns that? The very money that we use, the very systems of payment that we use, who owns the system of money, of transaction and payments? Banks. Which banks? I'm not even going down the conspiracy route, bro. But once you understand how everything, and understand everything, it's you realize that the world we're living in, it's all a lie. It's two worlds. What they want you to believe, and what they want you to see, and how they want you to live, and then how they live, and what they see, and what they know, which is different to what we know. We're the subjects, guys. That's all we are. And Man United is crap. Anyway, this match has annoyed me, guys. This match has annoyed me because it doesn't look like we're going to score a goal today. And it didn't look like we're going to score last game. There's not much Carrick can. I mean, I say there's not much Michael Carrick could do. He could take Casemiro off, bring Bruno back into the midfield because we need to score a goal, guys. Bring Bruno back into the midfield. Bring on Amad Diallo and have Cunha, Amad, and Brandon Bumo as the three ahead of Bruno and Kobe as the midfield pivot and keep Sesko on the pitch. I was literally going to say there's not a lot he could do, but that's because Carrick. It's because I'm assessing Carrick, and Carrick hasn't done much apart from subbing like for like. There's actually a lot he could do. Also, to conclude all that ranting about America, just understand this very simple thing. All we've done, humans, especially the Western world, is build tools. Tools, right? Build a car, build a train, things to help us easier. Tools. And there's a certain world who've been very interested in designing tools to destroy humans. I want you to think about what sort of group of what kind of people spend hundreds of thousands of years trying to perfect tools to kill as many people as possible. Don't you think that's wild? Just for a split second. Here's a knife. Here's a sword. Here's a, a spear. Here's a bomb. Here's a bigger bomb. Here's even a bigger bomb. Here's a rocket. and then we can keep building bigger things. Oh, here's gassing. Here's biological weapons. This will tear into your skin. Like there are people in this world, yeah, who are in their offices right now trying to design weapons to destroy human life. And I always think to myself, imagine those people were trying to design something to prolong human life instead. I always feel like the world represents what we value. If we valued healing the world and solving world hunger and making sure everyone could eat food, we would have solved that issue a very long time ago. You can't convince me, yeah, we can send a man into. We're so intelligent that we can crack numbers and codes and all these things and send a man into space. But and we produce enough food in like America alone to feed the whole world, but we can't do it. We can do it, and if we wanted to do it, listen. One of the evilest and the worst things I realized growing up, we need poor people. By the way, guys, I'm not sure how to do the Let me see if I can do the time scripts. Oh, I don't have my usual IT guy today, my IT person, so I have to do everything myself like a grown ass man. There you go, guys. Um, yeah, guys, I ain't feeling this game. If you guys are just tuned in, I'm talking the most load of everything, guys. I woke up. You know when you woke up, just yeah, America's bombing everybody, and then I got to watch Man United play football, and then Man United are playing football like this. Right, we have been diabolically poor. We've been crap, absolutely crap today. Yeah, and it's been coming because we were bad the last game, and we were bad the game before. So the last two games we've been crap anyway. So yeah, it's one of those days, guys. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, Bruno, bro. Uh, Niche fan says Wilcox is in charge. Glasner is spanking us with the 3-4-3. Yeah, Glasner is schooling Michael Carrick. Yeah. Glasner is proper schooling Michael Carrick. That's what's happening. That's what's happening. Crystal Palace are a much better team, and they're playing better than us. But it's weird because we don't play. The only football that we're good at playing is counter-attacking football. We don't keep the ball well, and as much as I agreed with some people that we needed a change and Sesko needed to play. I don't know, man. I feel like Ahmad brings us balance on that left-hand side that we currently don't have at the moment. We will see. Uh, Casemiro hit Sesko's head. Yeah, guys, it's not a good game, man. Have a nice day. Something. Henderson's funny, bro. Henderson got given. No one I find funny. Bruno's touch there is crazy. Bruno, I don't understand. Bruno as a 10 is so frustrating, bro. He's not a 10. He cannot play with his back to goal, man. Bruno. You just can't. Uh Kind of C says Ahmad connects things over there. We're missing the Sammy things he brings. Bro, you know in football, yeah, it's not all about GA. And everyone wants Ahmad to have a rest, whatnot, because he's not getting GA. And I think the point I said in the at the beginning of the show is that he's not getting GA because of how we're playing and how he's playing and all the running and tracking back and all the things he has to do, yeah. But it's not about GA because at the end of the day, yeah, he's connecting things. When Ahmad has the ball, he doesn't lose the ball. Like, it depends what you want. I've said, understand what Ahmad is, understand what Brandon Bumo is. Understand the two players. One is ball retention. The other isn't. So, and Bumo's always good if you're playing counter-attacking football, last shoulder on the edge, all of these things. But in some games when you want to keep the ball, he's not going to be good, bro. You know, he's not going to be good. But we'll see. Oh, Mazraoui needs to do more, man. All right, corner. Yeah, yeah. I know what you. I think the Sammy things, the small things. Yeah, I hear you. Kind of see. Like Ahmad, yeah. When 1-on-1 near the penalty box, deadly. He's a 1-on-1. There we go. Oh, while at the same time, I must admit that the last two games though, Everton, I think Branthwaite, and I think the game. I can't remember who was he playing. What? What's happened, guys? Oh, we've bought that penalty there, man. I'm not gonna lie. Let's see. Oh, have we bought this penalty? The referee looked indecisive, people. He looked like he didn't like he blew. Then he walked and he walked and he walked. You had a thought about it. Then he went, cool, penalty. Let's see what VAR does. What does VAR do if we get out of jail here? We are the jammiest team, bro. That's the thing about this situation. He knows the VAR is going to double check what he's given anyway. Ooh. Yeah, it's a penalty. His foot, it's a penalty because his foot on the line. This is what Cunha's good at. This is why we pay the big bucks to these players, guys. Because at the end of the day, we have been poor today. And just like the last game, Cunha saved us. And the game before that, Cunha saved us. And while I've said Brandon Bumo will score more goals than Cunha, everything I've said has come to pass. Cunha's a better footballer overall than Brandon Bumo. Brandon Bumo will be more effective because of his GA than Cunha. Cunha will give us moments like these. These kind of moments where he's clever. This is what Cunha will give us. Cunha, yeah. One thing I've noticed about Cunha, he's very good at letting the ball run across him. Because this, what he's about to do here, is how he finished off. You know, when Casemiro gave him that no look pass and he smashed and he just let the ball run across and smash the ball into the top corner, it's not the first thing time. Don't, it's not a red ref. Don't listen. I want to beat Crystal Palace, but the problem is this: Tottenham we beat with 10 men. Oh my gosh. Oh, listen, I'm a United fan, but this is harsh, man. Because the pool wasn't even that, and he listen, it is what it is. It's football. Because at the end of the day, yeah, I've been calling out, yeah, for referees to give free kicks against goalkeepers. Because goalkeepers are getting fouled, yeah, fouled in the box. So at the same time, guys, I feel like this is a little bit harsh. And I'm we're United fans, and I'm like, oof, it is what it is. It is what it is. At the same time, you know when you want to win, you want to win, but if you now go on to win the game from this position, you're going to take the 3 points. We're all going to take the 3 points because we want to get into the Champions League, top four, all of these things. But it's a false representation. So we listen. If we go on to win this game, let's understand how badly we played and understand that we can't. Bruno scores a penalty. 1-0. Well done. We're back in the game and we're playing against 10 men. If we go on to win this game, it's not because we're a better team. It's not because we played better. It's because they've had a man sent off. But we'll take it, guys. We'll take it. Come on. We got half an hour to go, people. Half an hour to go to score a second goal. Crystal Palace shouldn't be able to score a second. At the end of the day, as angry as I am, guys, listen, with me, yeah, I'll let you know when I'm in a killer mood, bro. Like I'll be honest with my chat. I'll be like, listen, guys, I'm in the mood to fight. I'm in the mood to beat someone up. And that's what kind of mood I was in today. East United were playing rubbish. And to be fair, we've scored a penalty, but we're not playing well. We haven't played well this game. But we can still win the game. We can still win the game, people. And as usual, that really is all that matters. Yeah, Palace they don't look happy at all. They look hard done by. Right now let's get a couple goals in now, people. Let's see if we can get a couple goals now. Who made the pass? Um, kind of see. Good question, bro. I think it was Mazraoui. Was it Mazraoui who made the pass, the inside channel? Oh, I can't remember. Good question. Yeah, the red is a bit harsh, bro. We'll take it, of course, but As long as we know it was a little bit harsh. Because at the end of the day, guys, we wouldn't want to concede a red like that. You know, we wouldn't like it. But let's not go back to this slow passing, bro. Let's just up the intensity now. Let's get the second goal, bro. We got extra man. Let's make it work. Better. Let's move it quicker, guys. We're playing against 10 men and they're not going to come out. They're going to sit deep. So you got to move the ball quick. And again, move it. One touch. Good, Kobe. Cass in the middle. Cass is calling for it. Cunha. Oh, my lord, Sesko. Sesko couldn't sort his feet out. Oh, Benjamin. It's Carrick, you know. Can't believe it's not Fergie influencing the refs. Can't believe it's not. Bro, Fergie's probably there still. Fergie's there, man, still influencing refs. Look at Tottenham, though, guys. Tottenham losing 2-0. I mean, Tottenham are not going to get relegated, but this is a crazy season for Tottenham. What am I saying? This is a crazy season. This is the same season they had last season. Tottenham actually haven't improved. We were 15th last season and we left Tottenham there. That's all that's happened. We were 15th last season. Tottenham beat us in the Europa League final, got their 100 million Champions League money, right? Got their money, but they just stood there. They stayed there. They spent all that money on the flipping Xavi Simons and all of these players just to remain in 16th. Just remain in the same place that they were last season. We literally left them in 17th. Tottenham are a weird club, you know, I swear. I'm not gonna lie, yeah. We don't need to be doing all these flicks, bro. Like, we've got a man extra. And we don't need to be doing all of these flicks when we get, like, to the final third. Just find your man, bro. There's space now. Give it to... Cass. Yeah, we're trying to play into this tight space. And it's like, we don't need to. We can make the pitch bigger. Like, what we need to do, Cunha and Brandon Bimo, stop trying to tuck in. Because look what's happening, guys. We got Cunha. And we got Brandon Bimo tucking in, making the pitch, squeezing the pitch this way. And I'm like, hold on a second. Why don't you hold the... Now, yeah, especially now you're playing against 10 men, it's the time, even more so, to hold the width, bro. Stretch the back line out so the fullback has to be at the touchline, which that means there's spaces in between. If everyone's tucked in like this, bro, like, come on, man. You're playing against 10 men. 10 men. It's time to actually play some football now, guys. Give us some football today. We got given a penalty, but we're still waiting for some football to be played. You know? Look at this. How saw in all that space? It's crazy. All right, counter attack. Bruno on the right hand side. Where's Sesko? Oh, Bruno, bro. Oh, are you shooting from there, Fernandez? It wasn't far away though. It wasn't far away. Oh, he got nicked. That touched the afro. That touched the afro. Yeah, yeah, Spurs. That's what I'm saying. Kind of see. Spurs finished behind us. We finished like 15th last season. They finished 16th, and we've moved on to bigger and better things. And these guys are still flipping in 16th. Look at Cunha. He almost fell over there. Cunha's balance here sometimes is very interesting. What a cross and what a header. He didn't have to jump high there, but what a header. Great goal. Great ball into the box from by Bruno. Has Sesko got a tattoo on his neck right there? Bro, I'm not gonna lie, yeah. If you are in a tattoo chair and this little delicate area right there on your neck, yeah, the thinnest part of your body, yeah, this thin skin right there, right here. If you're getting a tattoo right here, bro, you're yeah, yeah. That's a good header, by the way, guys. That's a good header. He didn't even he had to flip in. That's funny. He didn't have to jump. He didn't jump. He had to go. He had to duck. No, he did jump. What a header. Yeah, man, that's better. That's a much better header from Sesko. He attacked the ball, didn't wait for the ball to come to him. Yeah, well done, guys. It was a spammer. Yeah, yeah, that was a Bruno. But do you know what it is? Yeah, Bruno. Yeah, Bruno has good deliveries. Bruno is a good set piece taker. He has good deliveries, bro. Like I don't like when Bruno spams. But in that occasion, yeah, he's trying to find Sesko, and Sesko's 6'4", and I've always said, listen, Dallo ain't gonna find Sesko because Dallo, for some reason, I don't know what's wrong with Dallo's crossing. Dallo's crossing is hit and miss, but Bruno has more quality on usually has more quality on his passing and his deliveries. We haven't played well today, guys. Let's be real. It's one of those games we're watching, but since the 10 men, look at us opening up Palace 3-1. I reckon we're gonna score third. That's Cunha taking a shot. All these long range shots, though. Imagine, yeah, if we had a team, yeah, that was less selfish and was proper, just like a team, just 1-2, rather than everyone, like every now and again, a player getting the ball and want to dribble past three players and stuff. Oh, Tottenham have scored 2-1 with Charlison. Look at Hughes. Is that Hughes? I feel like he's been playing for. Is that Hughes coming on for Wharton? Yeah, Will Hughes. What do you guys think of Adam Wharton's performance today? Has he justified the £80 million that we might spend on him? Are you impressed by Adam Wharton today, people? I think he had a good game today. In the first half, when Palace were bopping us off the park, Adam Wharton was just oozing, bro. He was just oozing. Everything was going through him. He was balling out, bro. But it's interesting how he's been the one subbed off. Here we go. Ah, Casemiro, that pass was crazy. Oh, Cass. All right. Yeah, man. I'm like, I feel like every player who can score a long range goal, if you can score them, this is my rule, yeah, in my head, bro. Kind of see. If you are scoring these shots in training, like I'm pretty sure Bruno might score one or two, maybe Cunha. You're allowed one or two of those in a match, given the situation. But I don't want to see you like having 3 or 4 far range shots, bro. In a like relax. And you know what I don't like to see kind of see is when I hate when I see defenders do 30-yard shots. I'm like, bro, you know when like the defender, oh my lord, Kobe, what you doing, bro? Yeah. I hate when I see defenders, yeah, who I know you ain't banging them in training. You are not. You are not. I will not be convinced that you are. And then the ball comes to these guys, yeah, especially after a corner when like the opposition clears the ball out and it falls to a defender on the edge of the box and the defender lets it rip. And I'm like, oh no, bro. You don't even score those in training. Just give the ball to an attacking player who can, or cross the ball back into the box or something. In that position, kind of see that Bruno took that shot, right? And he spammed that shot. He should have. I don't get why he didn't just cross the ball in. Nice, Casemiro. We're going to miss that from Cass. Cass has found Dallo right there. Oh, that was good. That's something that Pogba would do. Pogba would just find those balls, just eat. Pogba, man. I miss Pogba, man. Having someone who can make any pass. The short pass, cool. I can make it. Long pass on the floor, cool. Driven pass, P rollers, crosses in the box, whipped in. Any pass, bro. Backspin, so the ball doesn't go too far when it bounces. All of these things, Pogba was just doing it. He was just different, bro. He's just different. Yeah, that's it. Cunha, hold that width. Good. And if I was Brandon Bimo, I would hold the other width. Cunha's got a burst here of energy. That's actually mad. Unlucky. Corner to United. Come on, guys. Let's get the third goal. And Michael Carrick, it's okay to make changes now, bro. We're playing against 10 men. Yeah, man. Cunha wants to win those. Nah, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, that's more of a penalty than the one before. You know the one before. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you. Someone putting their arm on my shoulder is not as bad as someone kneeing me in my thigh, bro. I'm telling you. If someone puts an arm on your shoulder, you've chosen to go down. What? What a ball from Bruno. What the fuck? Give it to Dallo. What the hell? How did that not go in? Casemiro. Ah, Bruno. How did Cass not score that one? If he just put it down on the ground, if Cass struck it low and hard, that's going in. Cass. It's a good save though, but you gotta bury that Cass. There you go. The change has been made. He's keeping Brandon Beamer on, and now Amadiala's coming on. Listen, I'm not gonna lie to you, yeah. You don't want, yeah, Amad Diallo coming on with 15 minutes to go. You don't want that, bro. That's crazy. So yeah, Pogba was a genius, bro. Absolute genius. And I know people say that, yeah, but you know when it's like in recent times, the best period under Manchester United that there's been has been the Paul Pogba years. That has been the best period of time. With under Paul Pogba, we finished second with Mourinho, third with Oli, second with Oli. The most successful period that we've had since Fergie was when Paul Pogba was here, Ibrahimovic was here. Those guys, when we were in Champions Leagues, when we were winning Europa Leagues and FA Cups. Since then, those guys have all gone, we finished 15th. We've been crap. We've been woeful. And that wasn't really good for me, United. Because of Paris with the ball. When people talk negatively about that time, it's feelings related. It's not objective. It's not objective. Because, like I said, those years we were finishing in the top four almost all the time. We might have finished in like sixth the season, like Oli before Oli. No, we were in sixth the season Oli took over, and we still. I think we managed to finish second that season. It's also quite interesting that under Amorim was our worst period of football, finishing 15th, whatever. I feel like there was more support then than when we were finishing second and we had Pogba and Martial. Football's so feelings orientated. You can actually be doing well, but if narratives are spun and your feelings get in the way, it will block out all your objective and rational and logic that you have. Yeah. All right. 78 minutes. With Pogba, we made it to almost every domestic semi-final with Oli. Oli just became too conservative in later rounds. Yeah, he Oli. Our issue fundamentally, well, my issue fundamentally with Oli was that tactically he wasn't great. He was very vibes, hands off manager, kind of like Fergie. But if you're gonna be like that way, if you're gonna be like Fergie, you gotta have the best tactical coaches around you, which Fergie had, and yeah, which Fergie had, and I don't think and Ollie didn't have that. Ollie didn't have that. Mind you, that Carrick was there on the Ollie, but Carrick was just learning his badges. Carrick was just inexperienced himself at that time. Um, yeah, man. Ollie was definitely a man's manager. People liked Ollie. The players liked Ollie. Ollie just didn't have enough tactical nous, in my opinion. He didn't have enough tactical nous. He was vibes. He was give it a go, lads. It was you just need to be hungry and determined and all these things, which is true, but you also need to outsmart flipping the other coach as well, tactically. I like that about flipping Maguire right there. Maguire could have easily just cleared it, but he said, "No, no, no. We got an extra player, bro. I don't need to clear anything. Let me just take my time and find a pass." Well done, Maguire. That composure. Huh? Bruno, bro. Like, what kind of pass was that? Don't shoot. Ah, unlucky. I think, yeah, Ahmad used to, you know, those little whipped balls, yeah, those whipped shots into the far corner. Ahmad used to score about two or three of those a season, and he's tried that a few times, and I feel like he hasn't got the whippage right on them, and not just the whippage, as it he needs to set it out a bit further away, further out, so it curls in. He's a bit too close to the goal, and and he needs more power on those shots. Ah, bro, if we pass the ball more, there's one thing for sure, yeah, about the way that we play football. We're still a group of individuals. Bruno and Cunha together playing on a pitch, yeah, is is curing a cause. It's a curse because it's like Cunha in that moment, yeah. You had Brandon Bumo running off him, and he had Casemiro bearing down on goal. If he just passed it, I reckon we would have scored. But he decided to shoot. And that's for me the issue of playing both Bruno and Cunha. They're both main character players. Cunha, the game has to flow through Cunha. Cunha holds the ball, holds onto the ball for a long time. All these things, right? The game flows through him a lot, and Bruno's the same. They both have main character syndrome. Both of these players, both Portuguese speakers. They have a very similar personality, actually. They're both very vocal on the pitch. They both like to throw their arms around on the pitch. They both like to throw themselves around on the pitch and fall over and try to win free kicks. They're both not very good off the ball. What I mean by that is Bruno runs around a lot, but Bruno is not gonna win the ball back. Zach seeing heaven coming on. During the Pogba Martial times, we weren't too far away from the Fergie years with the team. The Glazers didn't rebuild properly. The negativity came from fans not knowing how to cope and a dash of Yep, kind of see. Oh, kind of see. I can't disagree with what you said, my guy. I agree with you fully. It's expectations not being managed, and a dash of racismo. When you've got, we should be winning the titles and all these, we should be winning titles, and you've got your main attack looking at me. Yeah, it's a cocktail. It's a cocktail of, it's a very interesting cocktail. Anyway, change. We got Harry Maguire off for heaven. There you go. There you go. Putch Putch Manuel in the chat. Heaven's coming on for Maguire. I'm not gonna lie, guys. I don't think Heaven should have. I think we had this conversation early in the chat. I don't think Aiden Heaven should have been starting ahead of Leniero. I think Leniero is ahead of Aiden Heaven in his development slightly. We literally spent a whole year playing Lenny Euro in a back three, game after game after game, watching him ball out as an 18-year-old. Yeah, in Amram's first season, he was absolutely amazing. Arguably, him and Amad Diallo were our best two players, Lenny Euro and Aiden Heaven. And now all of a sudden, I'm hearing people like Heaven should be starting. Sorry, Lenny Euro and Amad Diallo, should I say, were our two best players in Amarim's first season. And now I'm hearing the fact that we're playing against 10 men and we've got 5 minutes to go, and like Palace are the ones still trying to do something here, still trying to threaten. It's frustrating. We'll take that. Lenny on the ball. No, no, come back to Dallo. Come back to Dallo. Lenny. You should have came back to Dallo, bro. Why are we losing the ball? Why are we just. I don't understand, bro. I really don't get United, bro. We've got an extra man. Why are we hoofing it? Why are we playing like that? Yeah, man. Force them back. Oh, lucky. Yeah, we'll take that as well. Yeah, Maguire's played good. But this is a very what these games are showing, yeah, is that one, Carrick has a way to go to convince me that he is the guy to take this job on permanently. And two, we shouldn't get overexcited about where we are because our team is far from perfect. We're not fighting for the title. We're not ready to fight for the title. We need signings. We need a few players, as we know that anyway. Bro, how's that yellow for heaven? Aiden, man came on the pitch and got a book straight away. He's like, nah, you shall not. Yeah, bro. Kind of see that Zexy touch straight away. Yeah, that first touch. Oh, bro, it's gonna when Zexy leaves, it's gonna be bittersweet. It's gonna be once again, Man United don't know what to do with ballers. Once again, Man United, when they get techie ballers, they throw them away for pace and power merchants. Like I wish we found a way to play Zexy, bro. And there is ways. Like we're gonna be in so many more. We're gonna play so many more games next season if we qualify for the Champions League. And I'm like, I wish there's a manager out there that's like can see what Xerxes can bring and play him. But at the same time, it is what it is, man. I think like I haven't given up, but I've come to the conclusion that football's about styles, yeah. And his style of football, the way Xerxes plays football, is my cup of tea. It's for me because I like tech before anything else. But I also understand that style isn't for everybody, bro. Aesthetics is important, and look at that from no this way, come this way, Dallo, bro. You don't need to pass the ball 100 times before you can just give the ball straight to Dallo, bro. Yeah, just one crossfield pass here to Dallo, and again, that's nice, Bruno. Ahmad, that's good. See if we can score another goal, guys. Give it. Ah, Bruno, that wasn't a pass, bro. Good. Let's see if we can score another goal, guys. Let's go. Why you're pulling him back, bro? You're all over his back. What's a Munoz? Munoz, no. What kind of name is Munoz? Munoz. Who knows? Munoz. Money, money, money. Come on, man. I want to see another goal. I want a third, Brand. I want a third. All right, there's many ways we can look at this game. We haven't played well. The 10 men has helped us. Uh-oh. The 10 men have helped us. And well done, Ahmad. Well done, Ahmad. That's getting top bins, guys. It was getting top bins. Guys, Ahmad Diallo is my favorite player. I think I've said it enough times. I think it's obvious. I like to declare my biases. So whenever you hear me defending him and all these things, it's because he's my favorite player, guys. I like I like the Marshalls. I like Twinkle Toes. I like Messi. I like Hazard. I like Neymar. I like Ronaldinho. I like Zidane. I like R9. You understand? I like Twinkle Toes. I like when the ball sticks to your feet. I like technically gifted footballers. I like ball manipulators. To me, those are the best footballers. If you can get the ball to do exactly what you want it to do most of the time, you're a good ball manipulator. Ronaldinho's of this world, for instance. Oh, lucky. See, that run there from Amad Diallo, we have been missing that all game. And this is why I'm saying this was a game for Amad. If Amad was playing in today's game, we would have been better. Look what he just did there. And you can say it's at the end of the game, players are tired, all these things, but I'm just saying this Ahmad might have should have been dropped in other games. You know when you got to just pick and choose. Oh, he's offside. But I don't know if this was the game to actually drop Ahmad. I feel like out of Ahmad and Brandon Bumo against low block teams, you drop Brandon Bumo. Brandon Bumo is who you drop when you're playing against a low block because he needs space running behind to be effective. Ahmad doesn't. He doesn't. Ahmad's got twinkle toes. He can come deep in pockets. His first touch is usually good. When Brandon Bumo drops deep and comes into the pockets, with that heavy touch of his, Brandon Bumo is just better running off. Running off the back of defenders. Yeah. The, I'm not like guys, we could have scored 3 or 4 goals there, bro. We have been so wasteful in the last few counter attacks. We have been so wasteful, but I like it. I like it because Crystal Palace are trying to score the equalizer, and we are just a threat, guys. We are still a threat on the counter attack. You can't just come and go gung ho against us. There's one thing that's clear. Against United, you can't really do the gung ho stuff. Uh-oh. Well done, goalkeeper. It's true. It's true, kind of. See, Henderson trying to. I ain't gonna lie, yeah. Henderson was talking the most amount of smoke when he was at United. He was leaking things to journalists. He was saying things like, "I was promised a #1 jersey." Don't you remember when he was here, Henderson? He was kicking up a fuss. We had to let him go because he was just he was on smack, bro. He was just talking too much, Henderson. Look at Ugarte, bro. Ugarte, yeah, hasn't played. I think Ugate's played 18 minutes under Michael Carrick. 18 minutes. Michael Carrick here has played 7 games now. 7. And Ugate's played 18 minutes. And you know what, yeah? I want to point out, guys, that Casemiro was taken off, yeah, after 60 minutes, yeah. There you go. Well done. 2-1. Another victory that was close, another game which wasn't pretty, another game that we won, and the 3 points in the end was all that matters. But another game where you think, the football that we played, the football that we watched was questionable. Crystal Palace were the better team in the first half, and if it wasn't for the sending off, I don't know if we would have got back into this game. The way that we were playing, it didn't make me feel that we were. It didn't fill me with any confidence. We were sloppy, we were lazy, but at the end of the day, what the results will show, what the facts will show, is that Was it 7 games now? 7 games, 6 wins, 1 draw, 19 points of a possible 21. Let me repeat, 19 points of a out of a possible 21 from Michael Carrick. So two things can be right at the same time. Yes, performances have deteriorated. We have, performance wise, got worse, and some of these players are starting to show some of the form that they showed under Ruben Amorim, while at the same time we have a baseline. We are still hard to beat. Fundamentally, the way that we set up defensively, our structure, the way that we fall back into the 4-4-2 mid to low block makes us harder to beat. The goal we conceded today, guys, as much as Crystal Palace were the better team in the first half, they were playing the better football. The goal we conceded today was a header. It was a cross in the box and it was a header. It wasn't like they cut us open, they carved us open, they bopped us around, and they just, it wasn't as if they were getting chance after chance after chance. They weren't. They were playing the better football, but they weren't getting loads of chances, and neither were we. Things started happening in the second half after they went down to 10 men. Now in the table, Manchester United are officially above Aston Villa in third place. Look at that, guys. Play the same amount of games as Man City and Arsenal. We are 10 points behind Arsenal, and we are, I think, 7 points behind Man City. As I said, guys, we were going to finish in third. I told you, Aston Villa, we're coming for you. There's no reason, there's no right that you are in that position. And in fact, guys, I'm going to go as far as saying that Liverpool will take the fourth spot. I do not believe Aston Villa will remain in the top four. There's about how many games to go, guys? Around 8 games, 9 games to go of the Premier League. Liverpool don't look like they're holding back anymore. They're not going to let go. So I believe the top four at the end of the season will be Arsenal, Manchester City, not in that order particularly, but those two teams with Man United and Liverpool. I don't think Chelsea. Do you know what? I will go as far as saying, guys, I think Chelsea will finish fifth. There's a possibility that Aston Villa might not even remain in the top 5 at this rate. I don't know what's going to happen, but time is ticking and we are approaching the end of the season. So it is what it is. Big up everybody or anyone who tuned in. Big up Kind FC, Turkish, Niche fan, and everyone else who jumped in the stream. I'm going to do my match reaction in a bit. And I'm also probably going to do a watch long for the Arsenal Chelsea game. So if you guys are watching football today, like I am all day, guys, come back in for the second stream, which is going to be the Chelsea Arsenal stream. A chilled out stream. I'm not going to be as stressed as I was in this stream. We're going to be just going to relax, kick back, and just watch Chelsea and Arsenal play football. That's it. That's it, guys. So be back for the second stream. Big up yourselves. We won a game. Top 4. Carrick is doing his thing. Listen, I was not happy with Carrick. And I'm not blaming him totally on the performance, but I'm blaming him on the players that he chosen. I do believe eventually we're going to have to see Amad Diallo on the right-hand side with Benjamin Sesko. We're also seeing, guys, why he's chosen Ahmad, Brandon Bumo, and Cunha. Because when it comes to the intensity, especially pressing and stuff, those three, they have it. They have it. Sesko, not so much. Sesko, good header today. Good goal he scored. All in all, first half, absolutely trash. Second half, when Palace went down for 10 to 10 men, we played a lot better. Big up the chat, and I'll see you guys. What's actual saying? Big up Chosen and the chat. There you go. Actual coming in the chat saying the exact same thing. another 3 points where the performance wasn't good, and it only picked up after the sending off. And that's what's frustrating me, because I'm judging my team and I want to analyze or assess how good Carrick is. I want to assess things, but against Spurs, we were gifted, the game against 10 men. Against Crystal Palace, we were gifted the whole second half against 10 men. So I don't have. If Palace never went down to 10 men, I don't even know if we would have got anything out of the game. That's what I'm saying. So always, guys, be happy when you've achieved something, when your team wins, bro. All I'm going to say to people is understand what your team is doing and understand what your team is. Because that's how you manage your expectations. The next game that we play and we lose, because I'm just waiting for us to lose, because the way that we're playing football, guys, we are always just one or two things away from losing the game. And when we do eventually lose on the Michael Carrick, we can't say that we didn't see it coming, because the performances have been going down this route. So big up the chat. And I think we could do both. We could be happy that we win, because fundamentally the whole point of sport is to win, right? And that is what we have just done. So be happy that we've won, because at the end of the day, and I keep saying at the end of the day, I need to stop saying that, because 7 wins in 8 is good objectively. Forget your feelings and forget performances. Put all that to the side. 7 wins in 8 games is good. When's the last time we won 7 out of 8 games in the Premier League? Probably under Ollie. Let's be real. Because I don't even remember this under Ten Hag. Right? I don't even remember it under Ten Hag. So, you just have to do 2 things and compartmentalize. You got to enjoy the win, enjoy enjoy our progress, enjoy the fact that we don't die. We've come back time and time again, no matter who we're playing. When we've conceded, we've always come back. Enjoy that. Enjoy the determination of the players, the never say die attitude that the players are now starting to build within themselves. Enjoy the fact that it's been years since we've won so many games in such a short space of time. Enjoy all of these things. Enjoy the fact that we're only, let's say, 6 points away from Man City and 10 points. Listen, because Arsenal have a game in hand and we're not trying to catch Arsenal. Hear me out though. If Arsenal lose against Chelsea and we win our game in hand, we're only 7 points away from Arsenal. If we finish this league, right? If we finish this league season and we finish only 4 points, let's say, or 5 points off Arsenal, by the time Arsenal play Liverpool and by the time Arsenal play City and all these things, let's say we 6 points behind them. Are you telling me, those 2 losses, the loss against Wolves under Amorim and the draw against Tottenham under Amorim that we shouldn't have drawn, like, it's going to be very frustrating, guys. Essentially, what I'm saying is, it's going to be very frustrating if the season ends and we only finish 5 or 6 points behind Arsenal. We're going to have to look back at the games under Amorim where we threw away wins, threw away leads. Against Fulham when we were winning and we drew the game. Against Tottenham when we were winning, was it 2-0 or something? And we drew the game. We lost against Everton 1-0. All I'm saying, there's 2 of those results. Just 2 of those results. I'm hypothetically speaking, guys. This might not happen. But are we going to say what if? Because I've been saying for a long time, this league isn't a good league. It's inconsistent. Chelsea are inconsistent. Liverpool are inconsistent. Man City have found form now, but even Arsenal at the moment are playing inconsistently. The teams around us are not that good. This is not the best league. And playing 1 game a week 1 game a week, guys. I thought we would be in a better position. Now, like I said, 10 points away from Arsenal, 7 away or 6 away from City, and they both have played one more game than us. What Arsenal will have. I'm just saying, guys. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Are we that far away? Um, what's Acho saying? Have told people the front three of Sesko and Bumo and Cunha ain't it. The concept in theory, but they don't have enough technical ability. Acho, you're gonna repeat what I've been saying, bro. Like I don't think it works. And if you're gonna play Cunha and Bumo, you have to play Xerxes. And if you're gonna play Sesko, you got to play Ahmad. And if you're gonna play Mbumo and Sesko, you can't also play Cunha. And if you're gonna play Mbumo, Sesko, and Cunha, you got to at least ask Cunha to do a different role. That's not gonna happen. So I agree with Atro. I fully agree with Atro. Um, I was crying for that red card because when we had no Ahmad or Xerxes, I said it was a long day. The way Mbumo kept getting pressed and turning over the ball, I was pulling my hair. Yeah, do you know what it is? Do you know what it is as well, Atro? It's the idea that people actually think Mbumo's better than Ahmad. I feel like in my chat I need to push the narrative that he's not actually a better footballer than Ahmad. He's not. Brandon Boomer has more limitations in his game than Ahmad does. The only limitation Ahmad has in his game is physicality. Ahmad's limitation will be the fact that he's small and he can sometimes get pushed off the ball. But for his size, he's a lot stronger than he should be. At the same time, people like Ahmad and his stature shouldn't make it in the Premier League. The Sanchos, these sort of players don't usually make it in the Premier League. And so if you do, it means you're balling. It means you're a baller. I knew Luke Shaw would die. Atro. Sorry, but this summer shifted. Bro, Atro. It's insane how this guy survives year after year. Do you know what is also insane? The Maguire prop. You know when Maguire's playing well right now. And you know me, I say what I see. He is playing well. But let's not act like he didn't concede a penalty against Fulham. Literally 2 games. Was it Fulham or Tottenham? It was Fulham, yeah. He conceded a penalty against Fulham. Let's not act like we still struggle to play a high line with Maguire. Like when he's called a fridge because his lack of mobility. And Maguire is a very good box defender. He's very good in the penalty box. Corners, throw-ins, anything in the air, he will dominate. He's always been a good penalty box defender. What Maguire's never been good at, and we've been trying to sell him for years, is his lack of mobility. When we want to play a high line, he's not the quickest, right? He's not the most mobile, and we've seen it for years. That deficiency that Maguire has is still there. It's just that we've been playing many of our games with a low line, right? We've been defending deep. So he's been fine. I feel like we just need to stop. We need to identify players' weaknesses and strengths. And even if they're having good games, it doesn't mean we don't need to get rid of them. So in your example, Acho, Luke Shaw, for instance. Luke Shaw might be having a good run of games. He's playing well. Get rid. I don't care. Get rid because I've seen this before. Maguire's having a purple patch right now. But cool. His deficiencies as a defender are still there. If we can, get rid. Simple as that. Simple as that for me. Acho says, I wanted a Joshua Zexi goal. I'm with you, Acho. He needs a goal. He needs a goal. I feel like he deserved a goal. Once again, when he was playing on that pitch, when he came on, we played better. At the end of the day, we're going to score more goals with Joshua Zexi on the pitch, not because he's going to score more goals. And that's what I want people to understand in my channel. I fundamentally do not care where the goals come from as long as we score goals. If Amad Diallo plays on that right-hand side and we score 100 goals a season and he doesn't score any, I don't care. Because we've scored 100 goals because of him. He doesn't need to score 100 goals or even score 20 of those goals. As long as we score goals. If my fullback scores 10 goals and my winger scores 2, sure, I'm going to ask questions. But if I understand that my winger is getting doubled up on constantly, which is leaving my fullback free, and that's why my fullback is scoring goals, then cool. That's the reason. We couldn't. I won't change my winger because he's only scored 2 goals. Because by changing my winger, it means that the 20 goals that he might set up, or the 20 goals that we score because of his movement, or whatever intangible things that we can't see, we now lose those goals. Football's not as simple as get rid of the guy who's got the less GA and bring in another guy who's got more GA. Because it's a team sport, and football's the only team sport that I see us analyze so individualistically and not understand that a clock has loads of clogs in it that all have to do this. I think Shaw has 2 years left on the contract. I will terminate it now. I agreed on the Maguire revisionism. It is diabolical, and the Dallo revisionism. Get them gone. Yeah, like for me, actual, we can say that they're listen. Give people credit, bro. Give people credit. If someone's playing well, yeah, say that they're playing well. Don't hold a grudge. Don't be so biased here that someone's playing well and you can't even say it. Dallo, Maguire have been playing decently under Michael Carrick. They've been playing well. That's for sure. But who they are haven't changed. Their deficiencies haven't changed overnight. They're still bad at the things that they're bad at and good at the things that they're good at. We're just right now seeing the good things and not the bad things. They're not getting exposed, which is what a manager is supposed to do. A manager is supposed to create a system that highlights a player's efficiencies and hides their deficiencies, which is what Carrick is doing, but it doesn't mean their deficiencies aren't there. We need healthy left winger. Cunha is best when he can be roaming 10. Agreed, Kind FC. But right now, Bruno is there, so the balance is off. Kind FC, you're starting to understand what I say, that Cunha and Bruno are almost the same player. They're both players that like to roam. They're both players that like discipline. It's difficult to accommodate both of them. Cunha has been a bit more disciplined. If you've noticed, in the last game, Cunha was on the left-hand side and he was running back, slide tackling. Don't forget the last game, Cunha was pumping the air. He was a bit more disciplined in the last game. But you could tell that's not Cunha's game. The more disciplined Cunha is, the less you get from Cunha. And the same with Bruno. And in the Premier League, you can't have 2 players who leave their positions that run anywhere and run everywhere. You can't have that. You're going to have loads of holes. So you almost got, when someone says to me, how are you going to replace Bruno? I'm like, do you know what? Cunha maybe is not known as having a passing ability or the vision as Bruno. But that Cunha pass to Brandon Bumo for that Benjamin Sesko goal in the last game, that was a great pass. I think Cunha can be Bruno's replacement. He's not the same player. So we're not replacing him like for like, and you don't have to. Don't forget, we replaced Roy Keane, a combative box-to-box midfielder, with Carrick. You don't have to replace like for like. We didn't replace Rooney like for like. We didn't replace Cantona like for like. We just replaced them. So I think Cunha could be that Bruno replacement. If the team collectively score, I don't need my striker doing 20 plus. I just need the goals to occur. That's it, bro. It's the only team sport that I know that people like, this player has to do this player has to do that. The only time you put these players in boxes and say they have to do this and have to do that is when things are not going well. If things are going well, your team's scoring loads of goals, you're not going to care where the goals come from. Man City didn't care that most of their goals came from Raheem Sterling and not their striker. Man City played 2 seasons without a striker. and they won the league. So as long as goals are scored, guys, so many of our players are better in mid block compact system. Kind of see, you're speaking gospel now. Casemiro is better in a low to mid block system or in any mid block system, compact. So is Kobe Mainoo. Kobe Mainoo and Casemiro, they can do short bursts of speed. Kobe can do short bursts of speed. Yeah, over 20 yards, sprint back. Casemiro can do that, right? Over 30 or 40 yards running, these guys are not good. That's where hopefully the Balebas, the Andersons will come into play because they've got engines that are just that go on forever. All right. They can do the 50-yard runs, the shuttle runs. Kobe, Cass, 10-yard runs, 15, 20-yard. Yeah, they can do that. No, I credit them. They have played phenomenally overall. Maguire, Shaw, and Delo. But as you said, we know what they are, and they always revert to type. Dallo today with the pass. Yeah, Dallo. Yeah, yeah. But then at the same time, do you know what's difficult, guys? When I look at the state of football today, after a while, the players that we don't think are that great, yeah, start looking decent. And I tell you why they start looking decent. Because the young players that are coming up now to replace them, they're not that great. So now that I'm looking at Dallo, right, and I'm like, cool, Dallo's not good enough. But then I look at right backs in the Premier League and around the world, and I'm like, who are the great right backs in the world now? And all of a sudden, and I look at, let's say, defenders, I look at Chelsea's central defensive pair. Then I'm looking at Maguire, and I'm like, hold on a second. Maguire, who's maybe third choice behind De Ligt and Lenny Euro, maybe, and Martinez. So you could argue Maguire might even be third choice. He's actually better, Maguire, than Chelsea's first choice pairing right now. Do you know what I mean? So we also got to think about that as well. I don't know, guys. I used to slander Maguire on a daily, but I admit he has been good. Yeah, bro. At the end of the day, kind of see you slander Maguire because of the things you've seen him that he's not good at. He's still not good at those things, but you just haven't seen those things because he hasn't showed you. He hasn't been put in the environment where his lack of mobility has been exposed because we don't always play with a high line. And when we play with a high line, he stands off the defender. He gives himself enough space and time to run back the other way. So it is what it is, guys. I'm gonna do my match reaction now, and then hopefully get ready for the Arsenal Chelsea game. Big up yourselves, and let me read out one more comment from Acho. I don't know about that chosen. Agreed, we don't need a like for like replacement, but Cunha's passing range for me is too limited. He can pull off a great pass, but it's not. Yeah, I. That's one thing. His Cunha's passing is not like Brian. As far as I can see, Cunha's passing is not like Bruno's passing. His range of passing, all of these things. But that's why I said you don't need to replace like for like. If you got supreme passes in your midfield double pivot, and all Cunha is a link man behind. Because don't forget what a 10 is supposed to be. Bruno's not a 10. A 10 is not a Frank Lampard, Kevin De Bruyne, David Beckham passer. Like that's not a 10. A 10 is a Neymar, a Messi, and a 10 is a Cunha. Those are 10s in my opinion. So we have to play differently with Cunha. It means we're not gonna have. But when you're playing in that 10 role, you're not spraying 20-yard passes really. When you're playing in that 10 role, you're kind of supposed to be the link between everything. And I think Cunha can be that link between the striker, link between if he's less selfish as well. Anyway, guys, let me start the other stream, and yeah, hopefully I'll be back on the other stream.